Deadheading is not just cutting the spent blooms off. Different plants need different cuts. Some of them will bloom again, some of them won't, but it's still worth deadheading them. Let me show you how I deadhead the most common garden plants. So let's start with the roses. This is one of my beautiful Hansgrüne vine roses, and this is a floribunda, and that means that we have an entire bouquet of flowers that are now turning into hips. So you need to find a leaf under the hips with 5 leaflets that is looking towards the outside of the bush, and in my case it is this one, and you make the cut above. If you make the cut here below the hips, that means that this entire part will remain on your plant and the new shoots here will have a hard time to grow. It is really important to cut the hips off, because if you just clean the plants off the dead petals, the hips will remain, and this is where the seeds will form. So currently the roses are channeling all their energy into forming the hips, and that means there will be no new flowers. So if you cut the hips off, it will be a great motivation for the plant to form new flowers. I had to take a break, it is raining really hard, but I love it. Okay, so the next ones are the Lupinus plants. I should have cut these back earlier, but I wanted to show you how not to do it. And as you can see, I already have a few seed pods that are ripe, and these already have seeds. And some of them are already on the ground because we had a really bad hailstorm, so I have to collect these. Because I don't want a million new seedlings next year again. I usually cut this back at the first healthy leaf. So the next ones are the Delphiniums, and in this case I want to keep the seeds, so I will have to be careful and take this one first. There's more seeds here. A lot better. Here in the front I have a beautiful Salvia. I will have to deadhead this one. And here in the back, laying on the ground, I have a mint, and I will have to cut this one back severely. So I usually just cut the flower stem until the first healthy leaf, and as you can see we already have new flowers there at the bottom. Of course, if you want to make tea from the leaves, you should never let the salvia flower. You should constantly cut it back so it always has those new shoots containing all the good stuff. After cutting back the salvia and the mint, it smells so good, you guys. It's amazing. So the next ones are irises, and I wanted to say that irises don't bloom the second time. Thanks to these past years, I stand corrected. My irises have been flowering each year very late in the season. They started flowering in November and they still had flowers in December. So I usually just cut back the stem at the bottom, and that's it. Looks a lot better now. So the peonies definitely don't flower the second time, but it's still beneficial to deadhead them. It reduces the possibility of bacterial and fungi infection, and also the plant doesn't invest energy in making the seed pods. For example, this one here, this already has really huge seed pods formed. So the same rule applies here. I will cut them back until the first healthy leaf. I'm going to have to stop. We have a really heavy storm. Thank you a lot for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.